The Brink Voter Guide is a tool designed to make participating in elections easy for everyone. And with a particular focus on using accessible technology, our goal is to drive voter turnout in the disability community. The overall voter turnout rate in our country is low, and the disability turnout rate is even lower. In fact, if the disability community had voted at the same rate as the general public in 2016, there would have been an additional 2.2 million more votes cast. This gap exists because the election process, and society in general, is not built to be accessible for everyone. In 2019, not one of the Democratic presidential candidates' websites was fully accessible. And in 2018, 30% of people with disabilities who voted reported an accessibility issue. In order to engage more people with disabilities into the democratic process, we built a fully accessible, free election guide for iOS and Android to provide information and resources to help people access the information they need to make an informed vote. This guide provides a checklist of to-do items, including ways to register, request mail-in ballots, and check state-specific voter ID laws. There is a candidate research section with nonpartisan information, and a robust help section that allows users to address any issues they face, all built for accessibility, with a particular focus on screen reader access for people who are blind or low vision. We are partnering with leading disability and voting rights organizations from across the country. This coalition will help us distribute our app in all 50 states, and through webinars, training sessions, and social media, we will connect with potential voters and provide the resources to support their participation in the election. We are a nonpartisan organization and have support from both sides of the aisle, as well as disability activists, entertainers, and advocates. And with your help, we can make a huge impact in the November election and for many elections to come. Let's hear from some of those supporters now.
Hi, it's United States Senator Cory Booker, and I am so excited about the launch of the Brink Voter Guide.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tony Coelho. I'm a former member of Congress, and I was the lead author of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Hi, everyone. This is Senator Tammy Duckworth. Well, we have come a long way since the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Our progress is not yet complete, and we cannot rest until we achieve true equality for people with disabilities.
Accessibility is a foundational principle of the disability rights movement.
I'm so excited to be talking about accessibility.
We must be determined to keep fighting for greater access and accessibility.
Because I believe that more who participate means more who benefit.
One of the exciting parts about voting, from my perspective, is that you have the opportunity to do something that all of your peers, your colleagues, your neighbors, people in your community are doing.
Not everyone has a disability that is visible.
Most people don't know that the disability community is 25% of the American population.
Disabilities, like this virus, they don't see color, they don't see political affiliation, they don't see socioeconomic status.
If you include a loved one or caregiver, we're over 50% of the population.
We see how often people could be given misinformation or have their basic rights to vote undermined or obstacles put in their way.
Voting is a right that many of our countrymen have fought and died to defend. And it's a right that so many have marched and bled for because we know far too well what can happen when the right to vote is denied.
There's still significant work to be done. We must work to ensure that every American has access to the same information and opportunity that others have.
That progress begins at the ballot box. And the most important thing we can all do is to vote and make it easier for everyone who we know to do so as well.
We have work to do.
That means making it easier to register to vote, making sure polling places are accessible and that it's easy to vote in person, making sure it's easy to request an absentee ballot and vote by mail, and that people know how to do so.
We need to vote. We need to vote en masse as a community to continue to protect our rights and create a more perfect union here in America and a more equitable society around the world.
Voting is a fundamental right in this country. It is sacrosanct.
That's why I am so excited about the launch of Brink.
providing the opportunity for individuals with disabilities to connect with their communities through voting access.
This voter guide makes me encouraged and hopeful that we will actually elevate more voters, that more people will find their way to exercise their franchise.
Brink Voter Guide can be used by anyone, regardless of whether you have a disability or not.
There is an urgency in this voter guide. It's the urgency of our democracy.
The technology is critical to being able to help individuals with various disabilities to be able to cast their vote independently.
And I just wanted to say congratulations to the entire Brink team for creating a wonderful tool that makes voting accessible to everyone.
I want to thank each of you for the work that you are doing to make it easier for everyone to participate in our democracy and to make our country more inclusive and accessible for all Americans.
I hope you will join me in supporting this fantastic voter mobilization effort.
That the more we are engaged in our democracy, the more that we can secure the freedoms and the liberties and the promise and the hope for more people.
And look forward to being able to cast my vote without having to worry about these types of accessibility challenges.
Let's go and get out the vote. It's so important.
It's crucial that all of us vote.
So please vote, and please learn about who you want to vote for.